That statement has been coming on and on and on. I can categorically tell you that the governor of Edo State, Governor Obaseki, and I are in APC, and we are not leaving APC. APC is stronger today because of the governor of Edo State. And when we read that on social media and the other thing, what we just react is that this is another fake news. We are not leaving APC. APC is our party. We formed it, and we are solidly on ground to promote the good governance, and the governor is doing very well. So, like somebody asked me yesterday, some person said because of the endorsement of PDP and other individuals, that is a sign of that we are leaving the party. No, they should read it the other way. That is a sign that even other parties are accepting and agreeing to the fact that the governor of Edo State is working and it should be emulated. And that is why the endorsement. This is the first time both APC, non-APC are endorsing the governor. And I think it should be a pride for everybody. So when you talk about leaving the party, it's just one of some of those guys just trying to create a problem. Well, the issue of betrayal is relative. I don't know what whoever said I betray Oshomo, I don't know what they meant by that. But I think Oshomole remains my father and I remain his son. But presently, we are on different page on the issue of politics, and it's bound to happen. It doesn't change the fact that he remains my father, and it doesn't change the fact that I remain his son. But what is critical is that we have disagreed on the issue of the governor of Edo State. I am supporting Governor Obaseki because he has not changed what we believe in. The vision that Comrade Adams Ali Oshomole started and the foundation he laid, we promised during the electionary that we are going to build on it and that we are going to take what he did to the next level. And that's exactly the governor of Edo State is doing. And that is why I am committed to supporting him. What Oshomole have seen that is different.
Good evening, Shehu. Good evening, Nigerians. Shehu, I am happy with my governor. I don't have any problem with my governor. So the issue of not happy with my governor is not there. I remain absolutely loyal to my governor. But there are issues that we need to resolve over PDP.
Good day, everyone. My name is Omobume Bob Manuel Umoru. I'm the state coordinator of PDP Mobilizers, Edo State Chapter. You are all aware of the prevailing issues in Edo State polity. I want to quickly speak on it and lay some facts before you and perhaps help you lay the issues and the tensions in your heart to rest. You will recall that just yesterday, the Deputy Governor of Edo State was on Channels Television with Seun Akinbaloye as the host of Politics Today at about 7:30 p.m. And Mr. Seun had asked the Deputy Governor a very simple question that needed just to be answered in 30 seconds. Rather than go straight to the answer, the Deputy Governor started spewing out uncultured words as usual. And then he said, in that video you watched, he said he has no issue with his boss, the governor, the relationship between them is okay, even when we know that hell will soon be let loose between the both of them. He then went further to say that he's having problem with PDP leaders, that he's having problem with the party. And one would ask, is the deputy governor supposed to be having problem with a party that rescued him from political slum? Is he supposed to be having issue with a party that wiped away his tears? Is he supposed to be having issue with a party that saved him from the political gallows that was purported to swallow and destroy his political career and that of his boss forever? Is he supposed to have issue with a party that saved him from political purgatory? Needless for us to say that the deputy governor is somebody who perhaps doesn't really know or have the facts of what is on ground. He's just pretending. If you watch that clip very well, you will discover that the deputy governor ended the Zoom call between himself and Seun Akinbaloye. And Seun had thought it was a network issue. No, we are ICT experts. We know when network is interrupting. It wasn't network. The deputy governor, realizing that he goofed, ended the call. And that was where the whole thing ended. He didn't make attempt to reconnect back to Seun to say further things because he knows that he has went out of the line. Now, before I continue, I want to sincerely tell you that the issue on ground and what he's claiming that the relationship between him and the governor is 100% okay, he's lying. He's having a very, very serious issue between with the governor. That's between himself, his own forces, and the governor and the forces. And I'll be vindicated in a few days. Just yesterday, he said it on national TV that there's no issue. But by the time the governor released the commissioners list, I will tell you that you all will be dazed that the relationship between the both of them has gone sour. There is a very, very serious fight in-house within the both of them. It's not the first, it's not the second, it's not the third, it's not the fourth, it's not the fifth, and it's not going to be the last. This commissioner list that is coming out soon will vindicate me. Now let me move on. The governor and the deputy governor, since they came to the party, they've been on their own personal ambition, neglecting the responsibility which they were elected for, and that is to move Edo State forward by the mantra they gave that Edo must move forward, which necessitated the mega agenda, making Edo great again. And one would ask, do people who really want to make Edo great have issue with a political party? What is your problem? What is the connection between you and executive governor and fighting for the structure of the party? The governor has pressured and prayed the party, PDP, to hand over the structure of Edo State PDP to him so that he will call the shot. He has asked the national body, Prince Uche Secondus-led administration, to dissolve the Edo State Council, which met stiff resistance. And Prince Uche Secondus couldn't do that. Yes, he made a move, but he met stiff resistance too. Today, Uche Secondus is history in PDP. Governor Godwin, I expected him to learn from Ayade. Ayade defection has crippled his own political career too. The governor is looking for excuses to leave the party. We are not the one giving him that excuse. Before he came to the party, there was already a state working committee on ground. We were done with our congresses in March 2020, ever before he thought of coming. We rescued him from the shame that was purported for him. I want to remind the governor and the deputy governor, particularly the deputy governor, that he should remember that last year, especially the period they decamped to PDP, which was in June precisely, because the primary was on the 25th, the governor and the deputy governor were on their knees in Port Harcourt, crying like 2-year-old baby, praying and begging the party, both state and national leaders, to please rescue them from shame. That others want to kill their career, Comrade Adams, so somebody want to bury our career. Now, we gave you that ticket. The first thing the governor said, he said he will not forget those who gave them shelter during the rain when the progressive forces pushed them into the same rain. Today, the governor has forgotten that. How time flies. The governor and the deputy governor has forgotten their tears. They've forgotten the shame that was heaped on them. They've forgotten what befell them. And then they want to be, not that they want to be ungrateful, they are already ungrateful. They are portraying to every one of us what Comrade Adam said, that they are betrayers, that you don't really need to help them. And that is what is happening. The party has never asked the governor for anything. The party has not pressured him on anything. Set up your cabinet, set up your cabinet. And the governor said he was going to set up his cabinet. He's made these promises to Edo people over 7 times, giving them a series of dates. And what did we have? He failed. Just again, yesterday they were expecting that, oh, he was going to release the list. The list was going to come on Tuesday. They said it on Friday, the list was coming on Tuesday. And I told them, if the governor could not keep his word for 5 consecutive times, he would not keep this one. That the Tuesday may never come. Tuesday has come and gone. Here is the list. I sincerely want to speak on this issue again. That the party, PDP, is a party that is strictly, that have very strict adherence to constitution. Nobody in PDP is the greatest. And nobody is the smallest. The PDP is People's Democratic Party. The party belongs to the people. And that was why we say power to the people. The people call the shots in PDP. And once the people have gone to Congress, they've elected who they want, nobody can turn it, except the people elected A. And then we apply the disciplinary measures on them. For the governor and the deputy governor and their cronies to think that we are going to dissolve PDP structure for them, it's not possible. And that is why we have said, okay, you go ahead. Appoint your commissioner. Get the state running. We are tired of insecurity. You will see what is happening in Edo State. Today kidnapping, tomorrow kidnapping, this hour kidnapping, this minute kidnapping, bandits everywhere. Everywhere in Edo State is not safe. Across the 192 world, there is no safe community today in Edo State. Yet, every month that passes by, 750 million is a mark as security vote. May I ask Mr. Governor why we have 750 million monthly for security votes and our people cannot close their eyes for 2 minutes at night? Mr. Governor, I demand an answer. Again, Edo Best has become Edo Scam. Over 40 billion has been purported to be spent on Edo Best. The same Edo Best that Governor Sanwo-Olu said in Federal Executive Council that they copied, Lagos copied it, and that they are applying it in Lagos, and they even advanced it more than Edo. I have been to Lagos, I am in Lagos, and I know what is happening there. The educational sector in Lagos has been revamped, particularly under Sanwo-Olu. But what do we have in Edo State? We have schools without teachers. We have schools with 500 students and 3 teachers. I have proof to that. Many communities in my area, Edo North, especially the whole 6 local governments in Edo. I challenge anybody to come out to tell me or call a school that has the teaching staff complete in that school. If you have such a school, then I challenge you to take me to court for giving the public very fake information. Today, Edo State is on the brink of collapse because of the negligence of Mr. Governor. Mr. Governor has been so distracted by his deputy governor, by his SSG, by his new chief of staff, and all his political flies that came with him from their ill-mannered party, APC, to PDP. They are the ones distracting the governor. As I speak to you, my people, there is no contractor that is on site today in Edo State. All ongoing road projects in Edo State have been paused. Go to Ekenwa, go to Okugbe Inobela, go to Esako Central, go to Onwa, go to Akoko Edo, go to Orionwa, go to any of the local governments in Edo State. You will not meet contractors on our road. Erosion has taken almost all the streets in Benin and other environs. Yet, the governor is receiving allocation month in, month out. The governor is not concerned about the welfare of the people. The governor is not concerned about the development of the state. The governor is not concerned about revamping the agricultural sector. The only concern that Mr. Governor has is that he wants to handle or hold the structure of PDP in Edo State. And I ask you, Mr. Governor, Mr. Technocrat as you claim, what do you want to do with the structure of PDP? One of the greatest problems you are having is your deputy governor. Your deputy governor is intellectually deficient and subservient. That is why he cannot contribute or bring to your executive table any meaningful value or any meaningful contribution or add to your policy formation that will help you advance this state. The only thing he can offer you is how to shortchange the people and how to create crisis in every local government in Edo State. If you can get rid of your deputy governor, you will go far as a governor. If you can get rid of most of the people surrounding you who are giving you ill advice, you will go far as a governor, Mr. Godwin or Obaseki. Again, our hospital, you complained that Commander Somale built Central Hospital, it was not equipped. Mr. Governor, what stopped you? We did not elect you to complain. We elected you to solve problems. You said Edo State must move forward. Our people are suffering. My local government, for example, I call my community, we are far behind. You told my people that you were going to ensure that they have stable electricity supply. As I speak, over 6 months, my people have not seen just one brink of that power supply. Just one. Maybe the people there are not telling you the truth, especially Damian that I know, his name is on the commissioner list. Maybe he's not telling you the truth. You have not done anything for my people, especially this second tenure that you resumed on November 12th. Nothing has been done. Your Excellency, we discussed about the Edo State House of Assembly. I remember critical stakeholders in Edo State sent message to you and they wrote to you. Mr. Governor, set up Legislative Advisory Council. That Legislative Advisory Council, these constituencies that have been sustained, that they are the puppets of Adams Osomole refuse to turn up for inauguration. Get people to represent them and then let them begin to take decisions, begin to advise you on what to do to this constituency. Let this constituency not be shut out of governance, especially as it pertains to representation. But what do we know? Your deputy governor is supposed to be the one even advising you, given to the fact that he spent 2 terms at the Edo State House of Assembly. He didn't just spend 2 terms, he was the majority leader. Shortly after then, he went to House of Reps before returning to become your deputy governor. But perhaps because academically, intellectually, he's nowhere, he has nothing to offer. So what do I expect? Do I expect somebody who is deficient to advise you? Of course no. Somebody who knows nothing about policy or anything, do I expect him to advise you? No. The only thing your governor can bring to your table is Bolanle Pepe Demo. That's the only thing. Go and check the campaign. Did Comrade Philip Shaibu say anything meaningful to the people apart from una go left them? No. Oh yeah, Bolanle Pepe Demo. And that is why I told people that his new name is Bolanle Philip Shaibu, because that is the only thing he can offer to us. That's the only thing. Go and check, Your Excellency, check the people surrounding your deputy governor. Which of them can stand intellectually? Which of them, in the test of time, in the face of difficulty, can provide reasonable solution to a problem bedeviling our state? None of them. Check the people surrounding you, Your Excellency. All of them also are deficient and subservient. Nothing to offer. The business of business is business. The business of electing you is to advance Edo State, make Edo State great again. Not to come and fight for party structure. The party is not troubling you. The party is not pressuring you. I am very, very much aware that none of our leaders is pressuring you, except for the political merchants whom you have tied rope with. You have had a very strong agreement with them. You have tied your hope to them. These are the ones disturbing you. But the ones I know, the progressive, none of them has disturbed you. In fact, they have given you the go ahead to nominate who you want to nominate. And it is left for you. Again, Your Excellency, the issue of insecurity in Edo State, I remember I personally wrote to you, since Governor Sanwo-Olu copied our own program, Edo Best. You go to Lagos, also copy the Neighborhood Watch. Neighborhood Watch was introduced by Governor Akinwumi Ambode, and to a very large extent, it really helped in ensuring that major communities in Lagos are safe. Not just major, every aspect of Lagos. There is no local government that doesn't have Neighborhood Watch. Neighborhood are just like vigilantes. They advanced and gave them uniform, gave them equipment, gave them cars, and the world, even up to bicycle, they gave to them. Sir, the 750 million, since you have refused to equip our police, can be diverted to this. Set up neighborhood watch. You can set up Atalapa. Give them uniform, train them. We have vigilantes. You've seen the little progress they've made. When Esau's sons and daughters equipped them, you saw the difference. Your Excellency, I think you should begin to do the business of governance. As a member of the campaign council in 2020, I traversed 192 words with you. PDP mobilizers were there. We worked assiduously. We even collaborated with Achievers Grassroots Initiative, which Chief Mondo Iyore heads. We collaborated with them. We were visible in everything. We went around with you. So we have the right to speak. You cannot shut us up. Mr. Governor, the reason we traversed with you is because we told Edo people that you are going to deliver. Now that you are failing, we have to tell you. It's not enough signing MOU. I have not seen the visible reality of your MOU. I have not seen the importance. I have not seen the value of the MOU you've been signing. Mr. Governor, there are certain information I would not want to release. Many lies you have told the people. I would not want to say them. But if you push me further, I will say it. Forget about structure and face the business of governance. Forget about structure and face the business of governance. Your Excellency, if you don't know, you have lost touch with the people. The people are angry with you. If we decide to troop to the street today, all you just want to test it, tell them if you know you are angry, come out. And I tell you that 95% citizens of the state will pick stone and stone you. With the way things are. The people are hungry. The people are insecure. The people are afraid. These people need hope. These people need you to get on the front border of governance. And forget about party matters. Now you are the governor of Edo State. You are not responsible to PDP alone. You are responsible to the people of Edo State. Black, white, green, any color they are, irrespective of their creed, their religion, their ethnicity, you are responsible to them. Why are you childish? What is your business with the party structure? Your Excellency, I wouldn't want to go further than this. If how you want to be, you want to pay us or you want to be grateful to us is to keep fighting us, keep causing issues in our party, please take the ticket and go. We are good enough. Take the ticket and go. But let me remind you, Professor Niyo Sundari said, and I quote, "Power is like the best of the forest, which nests on a tree today, and tomorrow pitch it on another tree." Yesterday, we had Lucky Igbenedion, Chief Lucky Igbenedion as the governor. Then after we had Professor Osumbo. Then after we had your estranged godfather, Governor Osomole. Today we have you. Tomorrow is going to be somebody else. We all spent our life, our money, our time to ensure that we secure victory for you. Today, that victory is not being appreciated. Instead, you constantly malign and insult us. You insult our leaders. You trample on our constitution at will. Now it's time for resistance. Your Excellency, let me remind you, at the heat of the COVID-19, I campaigned for you. I contracted the COVID-19 virus. My leader, my mentor, contracted. At the point I was praying for God to rescue his life. The chairman of the campaign council, God saved him. And I know you are aware of this thing, that it was God that saved the life of the chairman of the campaign council. Many of the PDP leaders, High Chief Raymond Dobesi, was also contracted COVID-19. We even lost one of our gallant leaders, the former speaker of Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Sakawanu Karuba, lost his life. Honorable Silama contracted. A lot of persons contracted the COVID-19 virus, risking their life to ensure that you don't go down politically as purported and planned by Comrade Adams Osomole. After all this is done, using life, blood and water to save you from eternal shame politically, all you can do now is to be ungrateful to us. But let me tell you, sir, ungratefulness is greater than the sin of witchcraft. Any man that is ungrateful to man cannot be grateful to God, and God despises such a man. Your time is running, and I'll keep you informed. Your Excellency, get back to the front burner of governance and give us results. I'm not interested in appointments. It's not my fault. Don't think because I want appointments, I will not speak the truth. No, I'm not one of those people. And I pity the people of Edo State who are quiet in the face of insecurity, in the face of hunger and starvation. When they rise up, Your Excellency, you will not be able to resist them. A stitch in time saves 9. Now that you still have time, Your Excellency, get up to the front border and walk. I will tell you one thing. The greatest enemy in your administration, the man you should be very, very careful with, is the man you think is loyal to you. One of them is your deputy governor, Comrade Philip Taibu. I have seen the list right on the 2nd week of May. I have told everybody. I have seen the names of the commissioner you want to bring on board. Many of them, 95% of them, are intellectual dwarfs. They have nothing to offer. In fact, you bring them before me, they cannot get employment in the private sector. I am very, very much aware of this, that in the public sector they will not get employment. Many of them will not get employment in the public sector. If you want me to begin to mention him, sir, I will mention the names. Many of the people on your list cannot get gainful employment in the private sector, neither in the government sector too. They cannot. But these are the people you are bringing on board to come and help you champion the mega agenda. Mega agenda is supposed to be strictly for experts. I expected you as a technocrat that you claim that you get the best hand on board to help you drive Edo to the El Dorado that we deserve. I expected you to bring on board people who will help you drive the agricultural sector, people who will help you drive the medical industry, people who will help you drive our educational system, people who will help you talk about security in the state. These are the people who will talk about SMEs that you can use to develop the products of the poor in the society, people who will give you the brain and the idea of how to harness the mineral resources that we are blessed with. This is the things I was expecting you. People who will help you bring up policies that will amend already pains of your people and advance the cause of your people. This is what I expect. Not surrounding yourself with riffraff. I want to ask you to be sincere. What has PDP gained? Have you slept in your house on your bed to ask yourself, these people that rescued me from shame, these people that I knelt down to cry for in Port Harcourt, that when I was crying like a baby, these people that covered my shame with love, what have they benefited from me? Have you ever asked yourself? When you get home, Your Excellency, when you return back, I want you to sit down, ask yourself salient question: what did these people benefit from me? PDP has gotten nothing. I leave you with this, Your Excellency. Time is not a respecter of any man. The time is always ripe to do what is right, and the time you don't have, I don't have. The people want results. They don't want to hear about internal crisis or no internal crisis. What will be your excuse? PDP is not tying your hands. PDP is not in disarray with you. I am not having any issue with you. I only want the best for my state. I want to be proud of my state the way I'm proud of Lagos. I want my state to be as beautiful as Port Harcourt. I want my state to be as beautiful as Abuja. This is what I want, Your Excellency. I want my younger ones to have a better educational system to study in. That is the reason I'm speaking. I want every Edo child to be proud of being Edo citizens. That is what I want, Your Excellency. Nothing more. We are not supposed to be where we are. Edo is too blessed to be poor. Our people have never been this poor. Like I always say, Edo has never been this rich, yet our people have never been this poor. They have never been this maligned by a government. Get to the front burner.
You all heard him. That is Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu when he told you all that he was not leaving APC, that Governor Obaseki is not leaving APC, that the APC is their home. What happened at the end? Now he's telling you he got a problem with PDP. He's not leaving PDP. You make your decision. You know what I'm saying? This is Mega Comrade Investigative Officer Clemera Amigo Edegbe, all the way from Dallas, Texas, United States. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my page, follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. God bless you. I'll be the first one to welcome you, Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu. Welcome to APC. Welcome back home. God bless you.